Colorful.
Enchantment? Enchantment!
Enchantment! Yeah! Okay, let's see. Can't tell if I'm gonna use it or not. Okay, so we are gonna have that. Paralyze. That. Weapons and Duncan's dagger. Oops. Did the wrong thing.
Enchantment? Enchantment!
Do the same on. There we go.
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy or I can help you out. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy...
If there's another rune I should get instead, not. Let's go with that. I should have that done for that. Can I heat up my coffee right back? Okay, we should somewhat put on people here. Worth it. put on a... I want that one. Need to level them up one time. Can't use Kalens because it needs so much strength. Damn. Oh, he doesn't have that one. So he has a good dagger there and sword there. Okay.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. I'm sure you'll be pleased.
That one.
I await your command. So, full of questions, are you?
Okay. There's nothing to say anymore with her.
Look, before we go any further, I want to say something. I appreciate that you brought me to see my sister, and that you were there to talk me down after we left. You're a true friend. I just wanted to tell you that.
Feel the same way.
Well, now that that's out of the way, ask away. Of course.
Some questions?
All right, but I get to stare at you luridly while you do so.
Tell me a little bit on Tiva.
Oh, you wish to know about Antiva, do you? The only way to truly appreciate it would be to go there. It is a warm place, not cold and harsh like this Ferelden. In Antiva it rains often, but the flowers are always in bloom. Or so the saying goes.
And it has assassins.
Every land has its assassins. Some are simply more open about their business than others. I hail from the glorious Antiva city, home to the royal palace. It is a glittering gem amidst the sand, my Antiva city. Do you come from someplace comparable?
I was born high ever in the north.
Oh, I have never seen that place. I am sure it has its charms and its dogs. You know what is most odd? We speak of my homeland, and for all its wine and its dark-haired beauties and the lilo flutes of the minstrels, I miss the leather the most.
That's a kind of euphemism.
It may as well be, but not this once, no. I mean the smell. For years, I lived in a tiny apartment near Antiva City's leather-making district, in a building where the crows stored their youngest recruits, packed in like crates. I grew accustomed to the stench, even though the humans complained of it constantly. To this day, the smell of fresh leather is what reminds me most of home more than anything else.
Sounds like you've been away from home forever.
Oh, not so long, I know. It is my first time away from Antiva, however, and the thought of never returning makes me think of it constantly. Before I left, I was tempted to spend what little coin I possessed on leather boots I spotted in the store window. Finest Antivan leather. Perfect craftsmanship. But I was a fool to leave them. I thought, Zevran, you can buy them when you return as a reward for a job well done. More the fool I, no?
Your home is still there, Severin.
True, and it's a comforting thought. One simply never knows what is to come next. How could I have suspected I would end up defeated by a handsome Grey Warden? A man who then spares my life? I could not.
Handsome, huh?
Perhaps that was a poor choice of words. True, though it is. Do you object?
Not at all. Just unexpected.
And glad I am to hear it. Now, if it is all the same to you, I would prefer not to speak more of Antiva. It makes me wistful and hungry for a proper meal.
Sort of flirting as soon as he just came here.
Looking for little old me?
Talk to you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
You're a traveling minister. Do you have tales to share?
Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
You know any Ferelden legends?
I know one, told to me by my mother a long time ago. It always chilled me to the bone. Maybe you have heard of Flemeth?
Yes, I've heard. Oh. Clement. Morgan's mother was called Clement.
Are you sure? Was she the Flemeth of legend? Flemeth, the devourer of men? Flemeth, mother of witches? Flemeth, demon-touched, who dwells in the mists?
You didn't really introduce yourself as such.
Ferelden mothers scare their daughters with talk of Flemeth. They say that if you're bad, Flemeth will spirit you away and bind you to her forever. They also say that Flemeth mourns her lost beauty and will steal yours through your looking glass if she catches you.
Tell me the whole story.
Flemeth's beauty was known throughout the land. She had hair like unto a moonless night, skin as pale as winter's first snow, and eyes as beautiful and perilous as the sea. When she came of age, she came to the attention of the Lord of Haeva, Conobar, and he took her for his wife. Conobar soon learned that his young bride had the gift of magic. He kept this a secret, for he feared that she would be taken from him. Flemeth stayed with Conobar for some years, and with his blessing, she practiced her art. And then one day, a young poet named Osen came to the castle. Flemeth was captivated by Osen's voice, and he by her beauty, and they fell in love.
Oh, the plot thickens.
Flemeth longed to be with her true love, and she and Osen fled from Conobar's lands, seeking refuge in the Kokari wilds with the Chasing tribes. They lived there happily for many a year, till the day Flemeth received news that Conobar was dying and longed to see her face one last time. Flemeth's heart swelled with pity for the man who once was her husband, and begged Osen to return to Conobar's side with her. But when Flemeth and Osen entered Haeva, they were captured by Conobar's men, and Osen was slain in front of Flemeth's eyes. Flemeth was imprisoned in the highest tower of the castle, there to await Conobar's judgment on her. Distraught at the loss of her love, Flemeth plotted revenge against her husband. She summoned a fey demon, intending for it to wreak vengeance on Conobar. But a spell went awry. The demon possessed Flemeth. Turning her into an abomination, the halls of the castle ran red with blood as Flemeth slaughtered Conobar and all his men. The last of Flemeth's humanity melted away, and at dawn, she stole back to the wilds to plot and scheme for 100 years. They say she took to her side many chasing men, and with their help, begat her daughter witches, who even now prowl the dark places of the Kokari wilds.
Any stories from Olay?
Of course, Orlesians enjoy telling stories. I shall tell you my favorite tale of Aveline, the Knight of Olay.
Go ahead. Oh, that sounds interesting.
A long time ago, a girl child was born to a farmer. He had hoped for a son, not a daughter, and so he told his wife to abandon the child in the woods. Before the cold could claim her, the baby was found by a tribe of Dalish elves who took pity on the poor mewling thing and raised her as their own. Aveline, for that is what they called her, grew strong and quick and clever under the guidance of the elves. She learned to wield the sword as well as any man, could kill a deer with an arrow at 100 paces, and was as graceful on the back of a horse as she was on foot.
Please?
Aveline's Dalish guardians saw that she could easily best any Orlesian chevalier in battle, and wanted to show the cruel humans the child they had left to die. They bestowed upon her a fine horse and armor, and sent her to prove herself to her people in the grand tourney. Now in those days, no woman was allowed to take up arms, let alone compete in the grand tourney, but Aveline kept her helmet on and was not discovered.
Did she win the tourney?
Aveline won many events and gained the approval of the adoring crowd. Eventually, she came face to face with the knight Kaleva in the grand melee. Aveline had already bested him in the joust, and Kaleva was determined not to lose a second time. Out of desperation to regain his honor, Kaleva tripped Aveline and tossed her to the ground, ripping off her helmet as he did so. Silence fell upon the arena as Aveline was revealed. Kaleva declared the previous competitions invalid. A woman had taken part, and this was not allowed. But the crowd cheered for Aveline. Kaleva was furious, for he had lost to a woman and was now being shamed. Blinded by his rage, he forced Aveline to her knees. "Know your place, woman," cried he, and slit her throat.
That's terrible.
The son of the king, Prince Freyan, was present. He recognized Aveline's skill and bravery and began to see the injustice done to the women in his land. When he was made king, he rewrote the laws of Olay so that women could also become chevalier. He honored Aveline and knighted her after her death. And to this day, any female who is knighted reveres Aveline the Brave, for she is the patron of all women chevalier.
Okay. More stories to
Have you
listen
heard
to.
much about the Grey Wardens of old?
Oh, they were more respected in the old days.
It was said that watching the Wardens ride in on their white griffins was enough to rouse a weary heart and put the dance back in the step of an old man. The Grey Wardens were powerful, feared and respected, but they also inspired the common people. I remember a tale that was told to me many years ago. The Blight had ravaged the land for months, and the armies of the great kings had amassed for one last stand. As the sun burst through the clouds that boiled and churned in the dark sky above, it illuminated a vast, seething horde of darkspawn, with the archdemon at its head. And it was then, when courage seemed to fail, and all lost to death and despair, that the Grey Wardens came. They arrived with the beating of wings like mighty war drums and stood before the armies of men.
What happened then?
The Grey Wardens, grim and fearless, marched forth, ever between the men and the encroaching darkspawn. They formed a shield of their own bodies and held that line until the archdemon was dead and the last darkspawn lay trampled in the dirt. And then, demanding neither reward nor recognition for their sacrifice, the Grey Wardens departed. When the clouds finally rolled back and the sun shone full upon the blighted ground, the great kings knew that they had lost no men, and none of their blood had been spilled.
This story isn't about a specific battle, is it?
You are observant. This is a tale about no battle the Grey Wardens have fought, and yet about them all. They have always defended us from the Darkspawn, taking losses so we do not have to. People may have forgotten over the centuries, but nothing has changed. This knowledge has been blessing and burden to Grey Wardens past, and now it shall be your blessing and your burden.
Damn. The heavy sign.
Oh, that. Merely reflecting on the hopeless nature of the task in front of it. The most likely outcome is that it and its companions will become a stain on some rock for the Darkspawn to tread upon. I shall be moved to a single tear by the tragedy.
Glad to know you care at least.
It's true. One single tear, and then it's off to the north, I think. Or maybe west. I haven't decided. What's that? Did it hear flapping wings? There may be pigeons nearby. We should be alert.
Oh, shit is fun. He's a blast. Okay. I think where we should go.
Let's get started.
Indeed.
Yes.
Wonder if we should do Soldier's Peak then? Why this one is still... Let's do Soldier's Peak and then we go... I get attacked somewhere on the road. Oh.
And here we are, Soldier's Peak. Maker's breath. Look at the size of her. What a fortress. I told you the map would get us through the tunnels.
This is blood. How did you find that path on your own?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
He's impressive, that's for certain.
It's just teeming with history. Can't you feel it? So, I'll follow you about, from a distance. This place has the stench of death. I expect there's trouble up ahead.
Soldier's Peak. Looks like it's seen better days. Better centuries, more like.
Once the Wardens flourished, their ranks full, their caliber certain. Now they even accept people like you, Alistair.
Hey! I'm ready. As you wish.
back! Fall back already!
Taking the peak will not be easy, my lord.
I gave the wardens one chance to die with honor. Instead, they hole up like cowards. We follow the king's advice then. Starve them out.
But the peak has months of supplies.
Then we wait. When they are too weak to lift their weapons, we will send them to their final judgment.
What was that? I felt a bit woozy there. I'm not mad, am I? You saw it too?
I had a vision too, Levi.
How's that possible? This place truly is haunted.
The veil is thin here. Doctor was that way too.
The veil?
That's what separated us from the fading demons.
Demons? Thank Andraste you came, Warden. After you.
New quest, ancient history. The history of Soldier's Peak, Chapter 1. The Grey Warden base at Soldier's Peak was built in the middle of the Glory Age, several decades after the Second Blight was ended. Before then, Grey Wardens in Ferelden would take up residence in castles and forts that belonged to generous nobles. Warden Commander Gasper Sterian decided a fortified headquarters where his forces could train and live. He planned that Soldier's Peak would be a city unto itself. The defeat of the Darkspawn and the Archdemon Ezekiel was fresh in the minds of the Ferelden people, and many were willing to donate gold to build a Commander Astorian's fortress. Soldier's Peak was fully completed within 10 years and dedicated to the Maker in 934 glory. Oh, is this giant spider?
bastards.
No more. Well, there was a few of them.
This should be easy enough.
Probably give that one.
Let's get started.
Inside we go.
The men's morale is low. My spells are of no use in this matter, Commander.
There is more to leading men than sorcery, Avernus. I will remind them that they're wardens. Men, I won't lie to you. The situation is grim. Our forces outnumbered, our bellies empty, and our hearts are sagging. But we are wardens! Darkspawn flee when they hear our horns. Archdemons die when they taste our blades. So are we to bend knee to a mere human despot? No! I, for one, will never give up! I, for one, will never surrender just to dance on Arlen's gallows. So I propose here and now, in these hallowed halls where generations of our brethren stood vigil against darkspawn and evil, that we send a message to that fat bastard. In this sacred place, proud men, strong men stood defiant, and would rather die than submit to tyranny.
So brave, even when starving, and my great-great-grandmother stood with them.
I believe the King Arlen was a tyrant?
Not much is known of King Arlen. The War of Succession that followed his death, now that was a piece of work. Lasted nearly a decade, and almost burned Denerim and the palace to the ground. Loads of history was lost, but maybe there's answers to that inside. But I've gabbed enough. Lead on, my friend.
Statement of Defiance. Suppose there is, on these grounds, virtuous men stood against a tyrant. They stood defiant and stood for freedom, and they died. It's signed by the Grey Warden defenders who were besieged by King Arlen's forces. Read the names of the fallen: Captain Milo, the Black Ferret, Chair Thrower Lopez, Sir Derek of Olay, and Jason the Longbow. Alan the Quibbler, Cartography Martyr, David the Silent, Dustin the Colorblind, Banger of the Bovine Brethren, Farrell the Feral, Sir Graham the Untiring, and Jason's Sons Le Arganoa. Langley the Nefarious, Lucky Lacuna, Mad Dogs Meadows, Matthias the Bloody, Gwark the Vile Priest, Melissa the Magical Nail Factor, Om the Stretched, and Pack Red Darkson. Sergeant Red Morrison, Santos the Silent, Scimitar, Vitriolic, Eric, Weak Eye Santos, and Wellburn the Exhaustive Fire. Okay. Oh, what the? Oop. Went the wrong way. Oh man, what's in this? Interesting fighting right indoors sometimes. Flee from Commander Aflar. So to speak, is more than we bargained for. There is sinister magic at work here. The men are seeing things that cannot tell nightmares from reality. The fallen return to life to attack again and again. We are assaulted by dark creatures the likes of which I have never seen. Whoever is responsible is intent on destroying us all, the King's army and the Grey Wardens both. And help, we cannot last much longer. I'll find something. I have to fight and kill. The book is badly burned. You can make a word out here and there. That is all.
The door won't hold, Archivist.
Almost done. The truth must be told.
What does it matter? We're dead.
Our grand rebellion so close. And to die a stillbirth.
Maybe I should have done it. Wardens aren't supposed to oppose kings and princes.
Should we stand idly by?
Another one. Rebellion? What's this about a rebellion? If only the book weren't burned.
Rebellion is against everything Wardens stand for.
But Sophia must have had her reasons. The Wardens are heroes. Some injustices just can't be ignored.
The arms against the king jeopardize our neutrality. Perhaps we'll find more answers inside.
We can only hope.
Right.
The History of Soldiers Peak, Chapter 2. As he approached his 60th year, rumors swirled that the corruption in Warden Commander Ostorian's blood was beginning to take its toll. According to reports from that time, the commander experienced terrifying waking dreams and heard his name whispered from the dark corners of Soldier's Peak. It is said that the Ostorian would spend hours locked up alone in the great hall of the base, muttering to himself, though no one was ever able to make out what he was saying. Many also believe that the Ostorian began in secret to draw up plans to expand his fortress, adding to it hidden passages and alcoves, all to protect himself from the shadows that pursued him. No one knows whether Ostorian was able to complete his project, for his deterioration had become obvious to anyone who spent any amount of time with him. He was quickly replaced by Warden Commander Frida Halloween. Ostorian was taken to Orsahamar, where he submitted to the calling, last rites of the Grey Wardens, who went to his death with honor. Explore.
Acolytes, retreat now. The battle is lost.
Avernus! What just happened? Oh no, more fighting.
Okay, you, Rage Demon, you, Red Warden, or can you do like this and it blasts them all? Stay stuck.
wardens summoned demons. Can't believe it. And my grandmother, she knew.
Wardens don't forbid blood magic, anything it takes to win.
I believed that my family was better than that. But answers may lay up ahead.
As you wish.
Let's see. Okay, try to test it out and see how it works.
That's your orders.
Raspberry jam? Okay. History, so to speak, chapter 3. After the historian's death, the rumors and theories became increasingly outlandish. One of the more ridiculous rumors told of historian's infatuation with an elven princess of lore, whom he was trying to resurrect in a secret ritual chamber through the use of blood magic and the princess's favorite food, raspberry jam. Warden Commander Frida Halwick launched a thorough investigation into Astorian's secret plans, but was unable to uncover any evidence that anything, so to speak, had been changed. Commander Halwick declared that the rumors about the Astorian were a slight on his memory, and that anyone found repeating it would be harshly punished. The stories were thus silent.
As you wish.
Step no further, Warden. This one would speak with you.
Who or what are you?
This one is the Dryden, Commander, Sophia. All these things.
Grandmother?
You have slain many of the demon ilk to get here. This one would propose a deal.
I'm afraid your great-great-grandmother is possessed.
that or she's really let herself go. My great-great-grandmother is dead. I don't know what that is.
Now, why should I trust a demon?
What is one woman-child compared to your might? Strike me down if my terms offend. A fool this one would be to betray the warden.
Is anything of the real Sophia left inside you?
This one has tasted her memories, seen her thoughts and hidden places. But she is food for this one. No more, no less.
And what is the deal?
The Soldier's Peak traps me. This one sees so many tantalizing places in the Dryden's memories. This one would see the world herself. For me to be free, into the Old Mage Tower you go and destroy. In return, this one seals the veil. No more demons, no more enemies. Your peak would be safe. Just let this one go into the world.
Here on behalf of Levi, tell me about Sophia Dryden.
This one knows all, but will only talk after the tower lies broken.
What am I destroying?
The magics, all moving things, the very stone if you have the power. Something inside keeps my kind locked away.
What exactly will you do for free?
This one will roam, this one will see, this one will feed. But without me, the veil will grow weaker. More demons, more misery. You choose just one of my kind, or many.
No.
Then you are a fool!
As you wish.
Okay.
Let's get started.
Sophia Dryden's journal, huh? 21 Eloviesta. It is done. The nobles have thrown their lot in with Arland. Arland, the snot-nosed man-child. Arland, who did not walk till he was in his 5th year. Arland, who had to be proud of his nursemaid's breast not 2 years ago. Or so it is whispered. The Tyans and the Owls believe him to be a simpleton and easily led, but I've seen something in that boy's eye, and it terrifies me. 10 Molioris. I watched the summer day procession from a room high in the Fort Dracoon. The Redan has me for treason. when my only guilt is of being true to my country in my heart. A god's tongue was easily loosened with the gift of a ruby ring, and I am told that the bands are fighting against my sentence. I shall pray, but not hope that it will be anything but a gallows for me. To prevent this. The drought was like bitter fire, but I survived. Weep for me, for I survived. But that they had made a clean end for me. I should have died a lady, the greatest of the Drylands, not lived to become this nothing, this monstrous nothing. 19 Matrinalis? Enough. I shall waste no more time with wretched womanish lamentation. Death would have been easy, but fate saw fit to spare me, and I will seize upon this chance. The Grey Wardens are an army, and the old command is weak. A whisper of a man. I will inspire the Wardens, and Arlon will rue the day he spared my life.
I can't believe my great-great-grandmother was still alive. Well, sort of alive, sort of dead. I need a drink.
Some water in there.
Right.
Trap.
This should be easy enough.
expected you to.
As you wish.
This appears to be all research of the Mage Avernus. A detailed series of experiments in Tyr's clinical handwriting.
Day 32. The subject is not responding to the stimuli. Testing the pain threshold has uncovered nothing. Only 3 subjects are left. Day 82. If only I could reproduce last night's extraordinary success. Electricity is only a catalyst. The blood is the key. Day 97. Energy and blood. Repeated applications have duplicated the results. I conjecture that success can be induced alchemically. But there are no more subjects left. If only I had 1 more, or a dozen. The things I could do.
Okay. Avernus's notes. Taint allows us to sense a darkspawn. The longer we survive with the taint in our blood, the more potent it becomes. Unfortunately, this corruption will eventually overwhelm the warden. Over time, it devours both mind and body, leaving nothing. But what if the spread of the corruption could be stopped, or contained in some way? What if the warden could become more powerful without having the power that power would kill him? How great would that power be? Would it be enough to stop the demons? The joining ritual is cruel. We take into ourselves the blood of the darkspawn in the most obvious way. Most die from corruption immediately. It is after all poison. There must be some way to refine the joining, isolate the true power that is found in darkspawn blood, and leave the evil behind that kills us. I can feel the corruption starting to take its toll on my body. I must not succumb. There's too much work to be done. Through my magic, I have been able to slow its inevitable spread, but not stop it completely. I am starting to hear things, even while awake. A voice, more beautiful than any other. It calls to me from the depths. In my dreams, I see the Black City. I am drawn towards it. There is something there, an answer to what this taint is. This taint that we share with the Darkspawn. Noxus potion appears to be the culmination of Avernus' horrific research. Promise to unlock the hidden potential of the tainted blood you drank during the joining. Drink it. Leave it die. Pain wrecks your body, but there is power in this pain. A hint of understanding. You have access to new abilities. The Diabolist? What the heck? Having the power of tainted blood makes the rogue more nimble, able to move more quickly while using stealth and more likely to dodge a physical attack. The rogue's blood gushes forth, coating the edges of weapons with a deadly taint. The character gains a bonus of damage determined by the cunning attribute, but suffers continuously depleting health in return. Okay, that one seems to be
I hear you. Don't disrupt my concentration. Even now, the demons seek to replenish their numbers. Are you to thank for this welcomed but temporary imbalance?
The old warden mage is still alive.
Only just. I have only a short time left. Why are you here? What is your intent?
I've seen your experiments.
They were necessary. Any tool, any iota of information that could defeat the fell demons was justified. As a warden, you should know that.
Necessary. Having to relieve yourself after an 8-hour ride is necessary. But there's no excuse for summoning demons.
Charming.
So this pig must be rid of its plague of demons.
Agreed. This must be the first priority. The only priority.
I'm here to recover the Grey Warden's base.
An admirable goal. But in order to achieve this, the demons must be cut off forever.
I want some answers.
To what questions, I wonder? Ask.
Or have you survived these many years?
The Chantry foolishly forbids blood magic. But there are so many secrets to uncover. As my body decayed, I found ways to extend it. But that can only go so far.
Sophia's great-grandson brought me here, Levi. You know what happened here?
What use would storytelling serve? The tyrant Arland is long dead, as is all our noble co-conspirators and the Grand Rebellion. Sophia's corpse may walk and talk, but she, too, is no more.
How was Arland a tyrant?
He ruled with fear and poison. His treachery pit noble against noble in terrible battle. We thought him a monster. We gathered allies to rebel. But the toll of years has erased our failure, hasn't it? It seemed so pressing then. But the kingdom lives on.
What happened to the rebellion?
Too many mouths to quiet. Even sorcery can only go so far. So we met with Tirn Kuzland. With him on our side, we had a chance of victory. Instead, the King's Guard ambushed us. Commander Dryden and I barely escaped.
Kuzland almost rebelled? That's my family.
Is it? You lost many family members that day. I saw the Tyrn's head on the meeting table, with an apple in its mouth. Arland's butchers, no doubt, slaughtered enough Kuzlands to make them pliable.
You had to know that summoning so many demons was foolhardy.
Perhaps, but it was survival. For months, I prepared the summoning circles, researched the darkest depths of the Fade. That moment was a triumph of demonic law. Dozens of demons, called by my hand. But with so many variables, I suppose, calculation errors were inevitable. I was so close.
You're to blame for all this. Some things you just don't do.
From a warden, that means something. So tired, so old. Let me undo my greatest of mistakes. Let me cleanse this place. Then I will accept whatever justice you feel I merit.
Commander Dryden knew of the demons?
She gave the order. I would have summoned the demons anyway. Only under wardens can true magical research continue. A chance to rediscover the secrets of ancient Tevinter.
Do you remember how that ended? The Black City, Darkspawn?
Chantry lies told to subjugate the mages, to keep them docile.
How do you know the Chantry is wrong?
And how do you know they are right? Their faith would have you swallow a great deal for small comfort.
Want to ask about something else?
Yes.
What was the purpose of your experiments?
To stop the demonic tide, to correct the miscalculations of the past. Blood magic comes from demons. They could counter every bit of law I knew. But the Darkspawn taint, that is alien to them. And it has power.
What power?
The Wardens use it merely to sense Darkspawn. A triviality. My research has discovered so much more, hinted at even greater heights. This knowledge could not only save Soldier's Peak, with it the Wardens could grow even more powerful.
Can you teach me what you learned?
You've already read my research, but in time, with the proper materials, I could learn so much more.
Only a monster would sacrifice his fellow wardens, though.
It was necessary. It was vital. The few meager years of life they would have spent trapped in this tower were nothing compared to the greater goal. I gave their death meaning.
Ask about something else?
Yes.
Sophia's great grandson brought me here. Levi, go ahead.
Master Mage, sir, my family name has been worth less than dirt for over a century. Do you have any proof that Sophia was a hero?
The boy who braved the mists. So you heeded my call. And you are a Dryden. The cosmos has a sense of humor.
Your call?
He was but a boy when he entered the tunnels below the peak. His heart pure, his character certain. In dreams, I gave him the keys he would need. He would be my deliverance.
Okay, just answer Levi's question.
Your great-great-grandmother was the best of us. Brave, charismatic, fiery, utterly devoted to the fight. But still we lost. We fought against a tyrant, you know, so full of vigor then, so blind to consequence. But proof? There's none to be had.
Or Levi?
I had hoped. But thank you, Warden.
Yep. Time for question is over.
So be it. My only request, if justice or vengeance drive you, stay your hand until the demons are dealt with.
Until the demons are dead, we are allies.
That will do for now. We must go to the Great Hall. There, I will repair the damage I caused so long ago. There will be peril. The demons will fight us every step of the way. Come.
Nice one.
Right.
The history of Soldier's Peak, Chapter 4. There was one mystery, however, that persisted, and this mystery perplexed even Commander Helvikin herself. The Commander Astorian went to his calling in the deep roads. He did not have in his hand his sword. Astorian's might, forged for him by dwarven smiths and presented to him upon the completion of Soldier's Peak. Nor did he pass his sword on to his successor or to any other Grey Warden. But some maintained that the Astorian had simply destroyed the sword in his dotage. Others believed he had stashed it away somewhere in Soldier's Peak. One young warden claimed that the Astorian had once grabbed him by the shoulders, fixed him with an unwavering gaze and said, "The sword will remind you what it is to be a warden. Speak your oath to me when the shadows come. You must speak the words." What this was supposed to mean was never made clear.
We must hurry. We must act quickly. The demons are clawing on the gates. The veil must be closed.
What do I do?
I will unravel the summoning circles I drew so long ago. Waves of spirits and demons may come through. Dispatch them. I will begin. First, I must summon the magical energies. I feel them. They're coming.
Yes, my friend.
Where to now?
I can't believe my great-great-grandmother was still alive. Well, sort of alive, sort of dead. I need a drink.
Your wish?
I can't talk to him. That does look better. Something with the picture. I can do it right now. Nothing happens though. Hello? If we're loading, it makes something happen. He's like not doing anything, like he's just standing there like a...
We must act quickly. The demons are clawing on the gates. The veil must be closed.
Yep.
I will unravel the summoning circles I drew so long. Wave. First, I must summon the magical energies. I feel them. They're coming.
Bug or something?
We must act quickly. The demons are clawing on the gates. The veil must be closed.
I didn't know it worked for some weird reason. Oh, these are... Okay.
On it.
There we go. We managed to get it going.
It's over. The veil is strong now. Stronger, at least. I said I'd submit to judgment. And so I shall. Can I be left to experiment in peace?
Must atone research ways to help wardens. Oh. I won't be your judge.
That will not do. What Avernus did was evil, completely amoral. There must be consequences.
Cast the other wardens, leave here and don't return then.
It's to be exiled, then. Death would be more merciful. But if this is your judgment, I will accept it. Farewell, Warden. May the Peak be kinder to you than it has been to me.
You've done it, Warden. Soldier's Peak is safe again.
I wonder if I should just
that
kill
old
him,
geezer
though.
of Avernus deserves the gallows if you ask me, but people will do queer things to survive. I would stay away from his lab. I think he needs more wardens for research. Ghastly, that. But there was no proof to redeem my family.
If you had proof Sophia's action were damning.
I suppose they were at that. For so long, I was focused on the past, on answers. But I think I would have been better off had I stayed at home. Enough of that, though. I find myself at a loss. You've got a whole fortress now. I suppose I should start plying my trade again.
It sounds like I could convince you to stay on.
You know I'm no good in a fight, but I'm a fair trader if I do say so myself. My cousins have been looking for a safe place to store trade goods, and the Peak will do nicely. Whatever the Drydens have to offer are yours, for a sizable discount.
Looks like we're done here. A demonic invasion thwarted, a warden base safely rescued. We do good work.
Yeah, now we have to find
Once my family comes, I might have some merchandise you could buy. Might tidy the place up then, too.
Let's get started.
Fun an old painting one day in back to Commander's town. Perhaps also in history points to this. Recite the Grey Warden Oath.
On it.
This would be nice to have, actually. Boom, boom. Okay, what's this place done? armor is done. Of course.
Right.
Three.
This should be easy enough. As you wish. Let's get started.
Magic exists to serve man and never.
Get started.
You're here about your order? I am very, very pleased to say it's done.
And it's garbage. I wouldn't let a festering swine wear it.
Wade, it's amazing. I don't see anything wrong with it.
Are you blind as well as stupid? The leg guards are too tight. It'll chafe. The dye isn't even... Look here. I see a splotch. It's garbage, I say.
It's fine. Truly. It's a work of art. Here, wear it well. Now kindly leave.
Yeah, there was not much to share about.
Did you bring more scales? I want to try again. I've learned so much.
Wade, please leave the customer alone. How can I help you?
And more Drake scales.
You must be kidding. We're done. No.
Eren, more scales. I can make another set.
Dear Andraste, no.
I've been thinking every night about what I'd do different. It's all in my head. Dear Eren, don't worry. I can make it faster this time.
You can?
You worry too much. Just give me the scales, friend, and I'll have my finest work for you.
Okay.
I'll just close the shop until he's done. Thank you so much. Rotten bastard.
Okay.
This should be easy.
I've been flying, I see.